and welcome back, beautiful Ascension family. Thank you for coming back and doing April with us. So today we will be doing our April reading for Gemini. So, okay, we'll just jump right into it. I do want to really quickly say thank you to everyone who has liked, subscribed, if you've commented. We so graciously appreciate every single one of you. We can't wait. We're almost at the 500 subscriber mark. And we can't wait to get to the 1,000. And when we do, I will be giving away some free personal readings. So very excited for that. All right. As we go into this very raw and somewhat heavy solar eclipse energy, I am going to ask that any energy that is in that too present itself. So Gemini, sun, moon, and rising spirit energy around Gemini, please. For April, for the month of April. That's a lot. Oh my goodness. Didn't even have to ask too much. They're just flying out of the deck. So I'm not going to assume that that's an indication of anything. We're just going to go with what is there. I got quite a few. I do feel like there are a few more in there. I feel like I'm supposed to start with this and go from there. So Spirit, show me. All right. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when we release new videos. I will be doing a mid-month bonus monthly reading for one additional, I guess, video for a sign every month. And so make sure you have that notification on so you know if it is for your sign. Okay. I think I've got them all. I'm going to try one more time. I just feel like there was more in there, and there was. All right. Now I feel like I got everything. So we will take this. All right. Let's start here. A lot of reverse. A lot of reverse energy. Death at the heart space. That is a major. That's a major. It's a major arcana, but it's a major for it to be at the heart space. There is definitely, I'm just already sensing some energy of needing to let go. You guys, you hold on sometimes, but then Gemini, for some reason, because I guess you have two very different sets of energies. Sometimes you hold, but then you release, but then you hold and then you release. And I feel like with Gemini, a lot of the things that you spend so much energy trying to release doesn't actually release for you because you right back into it and hold on to it. So I get some of that back and forth tug of war, yes and no energy here as we're looking, because for some of you, this is love. This is connection. This is I'm healing or I healed, but I'm still thinking about it, right? It's still forefront in my brain. A friend of mine uses a term all the time, and I really like it. And so I'm going to use it right now. Some of you release, and those same people or situations or friendships or jobs or whatever it is that you spent a lot of energy releasing, you now allow it to come back and live rent-free in your brain, right? And it's something that needs and probably is hard for you to change, but it's something that as you're going into this new chapter of your life, you're really going to have to learn how to operate differently in that perspective, because I get a lot of it's holding you back energy, right? For a lot of you Gemini, this is about love. This is about either love not working, love gone badly, love just was not what I expected it to be. The partner was not what you expected it to be. The union was not what you expected it to be. And in some way, a part of you is still really holding on to that at the heart space. It's got to go. I feel like you're caught in this in between of letting it go and letting it live. So, man, that's a strong kind of to be in this mark. On your receiving side of it, it isn't fair. It wasn't fair. It isn't fair. I'm still getting the raw end of it. Again, raw might be our word of the day for this reading, because you are still getting a portion of it that you really feel was not fair to you. I'm going to say something and it's going to seem slightly cold and you might be a little upset at me for it, Gemini, but life isn't fair. And I know what you got out of that was not right, right? I understand that where things went or where things ended up wasn't what you would have liked it to be. And it is even on your receiving side causing you to have a great distrust in moving forward past the relationship, past the job, past the whatever the situation was. I am getting overall collectively that a lot of this is about love. A lot of this is about the soul connection that didn't end up working out the way you want it to. I'm going to see if my editing team can link it below somehow, but I did a full type kind of video on karmic partners, soulmates, and twin flames. And I feel like for you guys, it might be one that could help if you wanted to watch it. No pressure, but just saying it is out there because this seems like a very strong soulmate connection that was almost forced at the end in some way. And that forcing led to a very unfair outcome here, a very distrusting moving forward for you. And a lot of this energy still lives in your heart and in your head. For some people and for some signs, especially when I see this, I want to say release it. I want to say let it go. Here, it's not a want. Like you have to let it go. It's holding you back from going spaces in a lot of different areas. This death card, death is about things that aren't serving us so we can release those things in order to get to the beautiful rose here that is rebirth, that is newness, that is a better version of. I feel strongly, Gemini, once this is gone from where you need it to be, once you have really released it and really let it go and it doesn't live in your head anymore and it's not there and you don't think about it and it's not first at your conscious mind, it's going to allow you to move forward to a better situation in love, to a rebirth in love where you can actually meet or move forward with something or someone that's going to be more beneficial for you. But it can't happen as long as any of your mind, any of your heartstrings, any of your consciousness or subconsciousness is still holding on to what was and is no longer. Okay. I even feel like a lot of you, this was like a legal battle. This may be divorce. This may be assets that are tied together. For some of you, I really get an asset tied together, and it may not even be at that divorce mark yet. It's just maybe like this whole splitting or separation, and you can't trust them. For a lot of you, this is very much of this legal energy, contractually bound, still in a space. Divorce plus the assets and a lot of things tied here. You don't trust them. You don't know where you are. A part of you is letting go. A part of you is scared to start over independently. Wow, there's a lot of energy there. Wheel of Fortune, still feeling some type of way about what the outcome was, how you were done, having to leave, having to split. I also get this was long term for many of you. The back and forth, the hot and cold, this was years in the making. This was not for all of you, but for most of you, this was long-term companionship, soulmateship, in this together. This is what we planned, and it turned out very, very different, bitter, sour, frustrating. Wow. And that's a lot of energy to carry. This eclipse is bringing this forward for you to finally do the work and release it, to finally let it go. You've been holding on to it for too long. You've been bitter at it for too long. It is causing you not to move forward, not them, not the other person, but you, on the other hand, are still stuck here. That is not an energy that I want you to carry forth after this eclipse. Let this eclipse be the moment of darkness that you need to have to grieve it and move on. It's keeping you bound in so many different ways. It's keeping you bound in relationship, your heart space bound. It's keeping you in this space of being independent and really, I see the Queen of Wands in reverse here. Queen of Wands fought through some stuff, y'all. She fought through some shit. And when she did, she came out emerging, blazing like the fire phoenix and rebuilding in a better space like no other. Here, she's in reverse. That energy of being fierce and coming out the gate fire hot. This is what I'm owed. This is what is mine. This is what belongs to me is in reverse. And so I feel strongly that not allowing this death to happen with the release is holding you back in so many ways. It's holding your finances back. I haven't even got there yet. And Spirit's like, yep, you're right. It's there. It's holding back so much. The King of Swords energy, this domineering energy, this, masculines of, honor and truth. And this energy is waiting, right? This is your where you are now. This is your where you are going, right? And that energy of being able to connect with that again, I'm speaking to a lot of my Gemini feminine, my Gemini masculine that are out there. Some of this is for you, some of this isn't. But for a lot of my Gemini masculine, this is about the job. This is about the profession. This is about not getting what you need professionally. This is about not being able to move forward independently in a business venture and do it by yourself and not with a partner. This is about trusting that union and relationship. And do you trust your partner in business? And are you legally getting what you're contracted and what you set out for? That is what a lot of this is for my masculine. For a lot of my feminine, though, this is a relationship and this is soulmate-ness that went wrong, that ended in divorce, that ended in unhappiness, that ended in unfairness. You got cheated on. You got messed up in the money with the divorce. There's a lot of energy here on you being stuck in this, and it's time to let it go. But it's also holding you back from prosperously, let me say that correctly or try to enunciate, from prosperously moving forward in your money as well. So yes, this energy is going multiple ways all at one time, but it still sits. And I feel strongly it's about the release. It's about the release. It's about the release so you cannot struggle with it. So you cannot be at war with yourself anymore. That is the Five of Wands. It is in reverse. And I feel like it's in reverse because it's still a process. You're still in process of getting this to a place where it's gone, where it's there. Seven of Wands, right? Standing up for yourself. Yes, you understand. Here's the one thing I don't see. Is there a problem in you, Gemini, understanding that you were wronged in this? No, like you hold that up front. Like that's the part that I was wronged. It's almost like you want a badge for someone, them, the person that did it, or anybody, honestly, at this moment that will really hear it, see it, or understand it. You were wronged, right? I'm admitting it to you. I see it in the cards. I see it for you. You were wronged. It was not right. The way you were done in all of it was not right. And I almost feel there is a waiting for the karma to come back around. There is this waiting. And it's almost like until you see it materialize, until you see the karma come back around, you're not going to be able to fully release. It's going to live rent free in your head. Let me explain something to you, on how spirit works and how they're a little rude and disrespectful sometimes. You might not get to see it. It hurts. I know. I'm probably not giving you the reading that you want. And for some of you, you're going to turn it off right now because you're not hearing what you want to hear. And I totally get that. But if you staying with me and if you want to journey through this and let's get through the heart of it together, right? If you're okay with staying and hearing me out here, understand that this card is, yes, I was wrong, but I was wronged and it got me where I am now. I'm able to stand tall. I'm able to be independent. I'm able to be in a better space. I'm able to have better money opportunities. I'm able to do all of that because I went through what I went through. This is for better, but you won't get there. You won't see it. You won't feel it. You won't any of that until the release is done. Okay. I want a little more information here, probably going a little deeper than I have with the rest of my readings. But Gemini, I feel like you deserve it because you went through some shit and that's okay. Spirit, show me what needs to happen here. Why is that Seven of Wands here? Show me why that Seven of Wands is here. What needs to happen from this point so Gemini can really release as needed. There's a bunch. Look at that. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of cards there. But I'm going to take them as they come. I got them all. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cards. Introspect on the situation. Think about how you're holding on to it. Think about what it's doing and why. I put that in a very awkward space, didn't I, y'all? That's okay. I feel like these all go this way. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. 7 of Wands. Why is the 7 of Wands still here? Why are you at that space of feeling like you still need to be, that you're still being wronged? Why do you need to stand up so hard? Why do you need to be defensive? Also, I get a hint of this here. Y'all need to stop resenting and carrying the resentment. I get it. It was unfair. I get it. You were wronged. I know. We know. Spirit knows. But they want you in a better space. Okay? Spirit wants you in a better space. And as long as this is living anywhere in your heart, in your mind, anywhere for free, coming up, popping back up when you think you're okay, it's not doing you justice. The Hierophant here, right? They want you to move into, from this, a better structure, a better faith, knowing that you were kept through this, even though you may not have gotten what you wanted to monetarily out of it, even though you may not have gotten what you wanted to satisfactory out of it. It is about having more faith, knowing that you were kept through this. It was rough times. It was hard. It was a lot. Your mental health suffered in a lot of this divorce space. I can't trust you space. Yes, they understand all of that, but they want you to look towards the future, towards better, what's to come, not what has happened. Let go of your past so you can embrace your future, Gemini. Go to a better space of faith, right? Where you've got a better faith structure. King of Pentacles is the ultimate security and stability. You are setting yourself up now for the future. Do that with a clean heart. Do it with a clean mind. Do it in a clear space where you know. I even see some of you moving towards, again, I've seen it for the masculine, but again, and it's even projecting itself here, the Emperor as the masculine. But for some of you, this is getting away from being in stuck situations professionally in business where you are your own boss. You are the independent ruler of your own domain. You are setting up things for better. You're able to move forward with your business, with your plans. For some of you, I get this is planning. This is planning independently. It's really being able to support yourself and others in a way that you've never seen fit. I don't know exactly how that plays for you, but Spirit says that's part of it. It's also, I get a lot of you still connected, the business partnerships, the parents, the co-parenting here, the father figure. The Emperor is the father figure. For some of you, this is like I'm always tied. No matter what, it's tied. They will always be an ex-husband. They will always be a father figure. They will always be a part of my life. So how do I let that go? It's okay, because for your rebuilding, it's for your benefit. At this point, it's your past. It doesn't matter what they do now, where they go, what happens with them. I'm going to say it in a polite way, but screw them, because this is about you. Okay. Whatever happens from this point on, you still keep yourself accountable, co-parent effectively, be the business partner that you need to effectively until you're not. But start building for you. Start building for better. You're going to be in the revenge here that you're waiting for, the karma that you're waiting for is you. The karma is you showing them that you don't effing need them. The karma is you succeeding in your relationships, in your faith, in your money, in your business, in your reestablishment. It looks so much better than what it ever did with them. This is your karma. Look better, be better, do better, because you know better now, right? It's better. It's forward. It's future. But you can't have it if you allow yourself to stay stuck in the past. Okay, Gemini. Yeah, Spirit says that's what that is. So I am going to do an oracle deck because I am called to do one. And I got ready to pick up my Queen of the Moon oracle, and Spirit said no. So I'm going to go over here to the elemental, and that's where we're going to, Spirit, what element, what is needed here for Gemini? for Gemini. Wow. I know it's in there. I feel it. Okay. Okay. All right. They're being stubborn. So I heard them, and I know they said go to that deck, but we're going to see. Go back over here to full moon because that's the one I picked up first. Well, okay. You know what, y'all? Okay, you know what, Spirit? Okay, I hear you. I should have went with the one I picked up the first time. I was listening, but I wasn't listening, but I was listening. And I hope you guys are listening because that card that just popped out is number 27, and it is release. It is release. It is waxing crescent phase moon number 4, and it is release. I don't make it up. Y'all see me do the cards. Y'all seen me. I hope y'all seen it. I don't make it up. So if that wasn't confirmation that this is what and where this needed to be, then I don't know what is. Okay. Again, thank you for everybody who has watched, and especially if you watched to the end. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate and love and adore every single one of you. I hope and pray that you come back with me. If this touched one soul, that's the goal. If it's 2, I am forever grateful. And if it's 3, it is more than a blessing. So with that said, I can't wait to see you again in May. Have a great April.